So you're thinking about buying a 6.0 Power Stroke that doesn't run. Let's talk about it. And here's what you should look for. Recently, I just bought this. It's a 2005 6.0. It's got 142,000 miles on it. Bought it because the only thing wrong with it at the time were this wiring down here, this connector was chewed on by mouses, and the guy didn't want to fool with it or whatever. So I towed it home, fixed it, fired right up. It'd been sitting about 2 years, so I had to change all the fluids, look everything over. But anyway, here's one thing you need to look at that a lot of people don't talk about when going to buy a 6.0 in general, but definitely one that don't run, that people don't talk about, is kind of profile the person a little bit. Go over, look at their Facebook profile, look at what type of person they are, what type of character they are. You don't want to buy some ragged out 6.0 that don't run from an 18-year-old kid that you go on his Facebook marketplace profile and he's sold 20 other trucks also. Like, probably not one I'm gonna buy. Like the guy I bought this from, he was in his mid-40s. When I got to his house out in the country, very nice home. I could tell he had nothing to gain from trying to rip me off or something. And I feel like that's something a lot of people don't talk about in the truck market, is in the diesel market, is you gotta kind of look over somebody's character, especially if you're buying something that doesn't run. Something else you should look at if you can, if this one that I bought didn't crank or anything when I bought it, but if you have one that cranks, at least, get a scanner, get Forescan, and look at all the ICP, IPR numbers on there, and stuff like that. Look over, bring a flashlight, look over all the fuel lines, all the brake lines, all the wiring. Just go over everything and just make sure everything, looks good. See if you can find any potential problems. And yeah, just kind of go over everything and then make an educated, decision. Trust your gut, trust your judgment, and put an alternator in.